it's Lori here. I'm here today to do another book haul. I will admit, I've been buying so many books recently, and I think it's mostly to do with because of the fact that we're quarantined and my library is shut. And it's a little bit harder to get physical books from there. So I've been buying a lot of books recently. Also, this month was ALA. Um, so I did get a lot of e-arcs, and I don't, if you want me to do a video about that, just like comment below and I'll do it because I did get quite a bit. But I don't have like physical books to show you. I mean, I also did enter like a lot of giveaways and like physical arcs. So I might get a few more throughout this summer, but with all the COVID related stuff, they are a little bit like, everything's like a little bit delayed. But I did want to share the books that I did get. Some of these did come from publishers. Some of them I bought. One or two came from Book of the Month, which I'll talk about Book of the Month in this video as well. But yeah, so let's just dive into it. I did wind up getting, it's like in the pile, but I also bought Akata Warrior, because I bought Akata Witch, and I heard about this on Reagan's channel, and it's like a middle, I really am trying to diversify my reading life. I'll say that. I really am trying. And this is a book, when she was talking about it, that really screamed to me like a middle grade series, or kids start very, very young, and I'm always craving that. So I wound up picking up Akata Warrior, and I also wound up going to Barnes & Noble for the first time in like months, so I like went a little bit crazy. But I did buy The Light in Hidden Places by Shannon Cameron. This is a historical fiction book, and it basically follows this girl, but she winds up like having Jewish. I think she winds up having Jewish people hide in her house. With two Nazis living below and 13 Jews hidden above, the little sister on her side, Stephanie has one more excruciating choice to make. That's just really, really intense. And I really tend to like World War II books, or war books in general, that have to do with like the smaller stories, like the spycraft elements or the protecting elements. And so this one is going to be a very, very emotional read, but I really hope that I like it. Again, I've said that before, I like war books about quieter elements like spycraft or like rescuing someone, because I think that those stories just tend to capture me, and I am not the biggest fan of war, like books set during wartime, but this one sounds like it might be right up my alley. At this point it's over. But there was a blackout week where you're supposed to buy a lot of like Black and African American authors to support them so they would make the New York Times bestseller list. So some of these came from that. This definitely did come from that. I think I might have purchased it like after blackout week, but you should be buying them all the time. So, you know. But I also picked up Kingdom of Souls by Rain Barron. I had read her middle grade debut, like I think last month, and I wound up really, really liking it. And this is one that I heard a lot about at BEA like 2 years ago, well, last year. But I know that it has to do with like bone magic, I think. Magic of her own, ancestors, and there's like a demon king involved. This cover is stunning. But I read her middle grade book and I wound up really, really liking it. So hopefully I like this one as well. So I added that to my TBR. I also picked up another nonfiction book, How to Be an Anti-Racist by Abraham E. Zanini. I am in the middle of reading Me and White Supremacy, and I'm really enjoying it. But I heard people say that this is a little bit more relatable. I think that's what someone told me, or a little bit easier to get into. So I'm hopeful to read this after I finish Me and White Supremacy. This is one that I did get from Tor. I got a couple from Tor, honestly. I got The Extraordinaries by TJ Kuhn. This is an arc that's due out in May, and it reminds me a lot of the Super Adjacent series. It's an LGBTQ book, and the back says, The Extraordinaries is a love story between Nova City's most extraordinary hero and Mike Bell, the ordinary fanboy who loves him a lot, maybe too much. That reminds me of Super Adjacent, or the Renegade series, like just very, very similar, but I love that it has some LGBTQ reference, and I hope to tackle this hopefully in July. But yeah, so I'm really excited for that as well. And I was given that by Tor, so I have thank you again, Tor. And then I also did get Akata Witch, which is the first book in the series. So, and I heard that Reagan really, really enjoyed these books, and she says that she really enjoyed it. So hopefully I like it as well. I have books everywhere now. I also ended up picking up a copy of Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Ying. There is a Hulu series with Reese Witherspoon and oh my god, what's her name? She was on Scandal. What's her name? I can't think of her name. But I did want to have the book as a backup if I wound up checking out the show. So I want picking this up when I went to Target. I love Reese Witherspoon as an actress, and I love this actress as well. So I really hope that I like it. And I also wound up picking up the Happily Ever After playlist by Abby Jimenez. This is the sequel to The Friend Zone, which I think I still have. I can't remember if I still have it. I did get it at BEA, but I think I might have unhauled it. But everyone says that they preferred this one a little bit more, and it has to do with a dog. Basically follows this girl named Sloane, and she's dealing with the aftermath after her fiance was killed, I think. But she winds up finding a dog, and he looks like he's homeless, and then she realized that his owner is in like Australia on tour, and then they wind up having a communication because she has to eventually give him this dog back. I'm sure romance develops, but it just sounds cute, and I love books that have dogs in them. I really, really do. So I really hope I like it. These are a couple of other books that I did get from tour. I got Each of Us a Desert by Mark Oshiro, and this is the author of Anger is a Gift, which I haven't read. This does come out in September, but it's an award-winning. Mike Oshiro comes from a powerful fantasy novel about finding home, falling in love for fans of Adam Silva and Julia Juarez. Sounds awesome. And then I also got a very, very dark and creepy book, Eventide by Sarah Goodman. I actually do have 2 copies of it, so possible I might actually want doing a giveaway at some point. But Madness, Secrets, and the Lengths will go to keep them buried. And this is going to come out in October. Sounds very, very creepy. I also did get my copy of Home Before Dark by Riley Sager by Book of the Month. I have stopped working with Book of the Month. They did cancel their affiliate program to see, to make some changes, and I actually approve of that. So, and I also did, I had a bunch of credits, so you'll see in my next book haul, I wound up getting 3 books from them just so I could use my credits and then just end my relationship with them. But I did wind up picking up Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. I heard really good things about this from Bookables. It's another thriller, and it was on my list to read, so when I saw I had a credit, I decided to pick it up. Hopefully I'll read it this summer. This is the one book that I'm definitely going to be doing a review of, but The Princess Will Save You by Sarah Henning comes out next week. There was a lot of book drama in the past couple of weeks about tours and authors having to cancel, so she was one of the authors that was affected, so I adore this book. I'm definitely going to give you guys a review, but I'm probably going to film it within the next couple of days, and I'll probably post it on its review date, but I love this book. I thought it was great. It's basically It's a Princess Bride inspired retelling, but it basically follows this young girl named by Princess Amara. That's her shorter version of her name. She has a longer name. And she's basically, her dad dies, and she's basically going to be the queen of this kingdom. And they're using her love of a stable boy as like a bargaining tool to get her to do what she wants, and he's kidnapped, and she is going to save him, and that's kind of the premise. I really, really enjoyed this book. Definitely excited for book 2 by far. But yeah, this was definitely one of the books that I was so excited to get from tour, and I was so happy that I was able to read it early. So, and then I also did a book, a Barnes & Noble order. I did get Her Royal Highness, but it's in a different pile because I wound up reading it. But I also did get a copy of The Book Wanderers by Anna James. This is just a really, really cute middle grade book about a young girl named Tilly, who she's dealing with a lot of stuff with aftermath of her mom's death, but she winds up the characters in her storybooks wind up coming to life and coming out of the storybook. That was like my dream as a child, to have like characters come to life. Like, I love that idea, so really hope they like it. And there's actually 2 books out now. And I also picked up a copy of The Lovely War by Julie Berry. This is a Greek god inspired historical fiction novel. Hazel James, Aubrey and Colette, a classic pianist from London, a British would-be architect turned soldier, a Harlem-Brook ragtime genius from the U.S. Army, and a Belgian orphan. With a gorgeous voice and a devastating past, their story is told by the goddess of gravity, who must spin the tale of fate's judgment of Mount Olympus to fill with hope, heartbreak, prejudices, and reveal through war as a formidable force. It is no match for the transcendent power of love. So this definitely sounds like a romantic themed historical fiction novel, but I really do like that they do have the Greek gods involved, and I heard really, really good things about it. So yeah, these are all the books that I wound up picking up for the month of June. I don't know what July is going to bring, but these are the ones I wanted to feature in this video for you guys. Let me know what are some books you wound up picking up this month. Also, let me know in the comments if you want me to do that ALA haul for you guys. I can do it. I just have to figure out how I want to do it, but just let me know in the comments if you want me to do that. I'll be happy to try to get it together for you guys. Tell me what are some books you wound up picking up this month, and I'll talk to you guys later for another video. Be safe and be well, everyone. Bye.